Episode 84. And Nan Shen Tan Hua's body jolted again when Nan Shen suddenly stripped her upper clothes. The sound of clothes being torn could be heard in the room as the next second, Tan Hua's 2 white buns were exposed freely in front of Nan Shen's eyes. What a beautiful body! Nan Shen traced Tan Hua's bare chest with his right hand as he suddenly pinched her erect pink cherries with his finger without warning at all. Man? Stop it, no. I feel weird. Tan Hua squeezed her eyes tight. But strangely, she didn't have the intention to run away after Nan Shen let go of her hand. She could run right there and right now, but her body just wouldn't go. Don't lie to me. You obviously enjoy this. Nan Shen played with Tan Hua's 2 buns, groping and squeezing them, sending a burst of pleasure to Tan Hua. The man looked at Tan Hua with mixed affection in his eyes. He had been holding back for so long, even letting another man touch this girl's body. He wouldn't let those filthy men dream of getting his girl. Tan Hua is his and his alone. Nan Shen didn't realize that his possessiveness had grown again to the extent of purposely letting the call go on, even putting it on loudspeaker so Shen Ling would know everything he was doing with Tan Hua. He had to show it that Tan Hua is his girl. Otherwise, flies like Lan Yanjin and Shen Ling would think that they still had chances to get her when he wasn't with her. Dream on. Nan Shen brought his face closer to Tan Hua's left bun, and the next second, the man licked the girl's pink bud, adding the pleasure she felt several folds more than before. Not that? Tan Hua's head felt dizzy. She obviously could kick Nan Shen and run, but her body was honest. She loved being touched by this man, and the fact that she too had a hidden desire, buried deep down in her heart, couldn't be denied. I'll make you feel good. You are mine. No one can touch you. Nan Shen let go of Tan Hua's hand, and using his free hand, he slipped again to Tan Hua's skirt, ready to aim for her secret place, when his other hand was playing with Tan Hua's pink bud on top of her white bun. Shen Ling threw the phone to the floor with his chest moving up and down, out of anger. His face was red from both mixed embarrassment and anger. Bastard! Shen Ling ran to the door and quickly looked for the villa Nan Shen was in. He felt so betrayed and hurt by what Nan Shen did. He had already tried his best so Tan Hua wouldn't meet this guy, but what happened? That bastard was violating Tan Hua right now. He even dares to show it off through the phone. It was unforgivable. Shen Ling had realized that he did all of this for Tan Hua, not only because he was trying to prevent the possible future if Tan Hua went back with Nan Shen, but also because he had feelings for Tan Hua. As a god, this feeling was forbidden, and he didn't even think of letting Tan Hua or anyone know. But who knows that Nan Shen would be so sensitive to immediately realize it? Damn Nan Shen. If that man dares to touch Tan Hua, he wouldn't hesitate to kill him no matter how much Tan Hua loved that guy. Nan Shen, stop. Shen Ling won't approve of you if you continue. Tan Hua felt a mixed feeling in her heart when Nan Shen had slowly taken off her panties without taking off her skirt. She still looked decent with her skirt on, but inside, she didn't wear anything. She was afraid of having her first time here, but she also felt excited. Someone help her. She is going crazy. Who cares? Why should I get that man approval? Nan Shen felt a spark of jealousy when Tan Hua mentioned Shen Ling's name again. That man. Is he Tan Hua's father for him to care this much? Why should he get Shen Ling's approval when Tan Hua already said she loved him, and that's all that matters? But that's our agreement, Tan Hua trembled when Nan Shen poked her bare secret place with his finger. This time without the panties, she could directly feel his finger poking on the entrance, ready to thrust deeper. The girl's face was really red like a crab when she realized there's no going back now she was caught in this devil's death trap. How could she refuse again when she felt so good from her toes to her head? Could this be the end of her chastity? She planned on giving her first time at their wedding day, but it seemed that she couldn't do that. Her body was really not honest, wanting to have more. On God forgive her for being so horny. It was all Nan Shen's fault. Forget the revenge, she couldn't even think straight now. Nan Shen was about to continue when the door to his villa was suddenly opened with force, surprising both him and Tan Hua. Nan Shen, you bastard. Shen Ling kicked the door and strode to Nan Shen's direction, and without any warning, the man grabbed Nan Shen and threw him to the floor, separating him from Tan Hua. Shen Ling's face was red, very red out of anger. He saw a glimpse of Tan Hua's torn clothes and couldn't help but want to kick Nan Shen to death. He knew from the call that Tan Hua wasn't forced by Nan Shen, but still, seeing the scene with his own eyes hurt like hell. Shen Ling! Tanhua was shocked, seeing Shenling suddenly appeared. The girl quickly hides her chest, but Shenling already threw his jacket to the girl, giving her clothes so she could properly hide her torn clothes. You. Nan Shen rubbed his butt as he stood up, glaring at Shenling. He was going to get on the good moment when this annoying man interrupted again. Just how come he managed to find this place so quickly? Shenling looked at Nan Shen with hidden hatred in his eyes. He wanted to protect Tanhua's future, but this man insisted on ruining it. Not to mention that he was about to do it with Tanhua. How could he keep his calm? He admitted that he also had a feeling for Tanhua, but never did he think of making Tanhua his girl instead. He was a god. He accompanies Tanhua now, just for a moment. His only wish was to let Tanhua live a good life. Now she couldn't go back to her own world. But this man... Don't you ever meet Tanhua. You don't know anything. You actually endangered her. Shenling helped Tanhua to stand up as he looked at Nan Shen with disdain in his eyes. He just let go of Tanhua for a few minutes, and the girl already followed this man to his wolf den. If he didn't come in time, won't Tanhua be eaten already? Who are you to decide like that? You are just her friend. At most, her family. What makes you think you can take her away from me? Nan Shen shouted in anger as he stood up. He had had enough. He only wanted to be with the one he loves, doing it, and quickly have babies together, so Tanhua won't go away to another man. But why is this Shen guy always trying to ruin his plan? Who does he think he is? He is only Tanhua's friend, or maybe someone who she regarded as family. Shenling wanted to say that he was a god, but he suddenly paused. He couldn't say that to anyone except Tanhua, but besides this identity, he didn't have the right to decide things for Tanhua. Shenling, can you let me be with Nan Shen? Tanhua looked at Nan Shen's angry face and sighed. They had enough drama. Now she already got her revenge. Can't she live happily ever after with Nan Shen? Nan Shen already got the lesson he deserves any more than this. Nan Shen might go insane. Tanhua, you too. You want to be with him? Shenling's heart ached, but he still looks at Tanhua with tender eyes. How could he have the heart to tell this girl that nothing would come out good if she was engaged in a relationship with Nan Shen? Yes, I want to. Tanhua sighed again. She had a feeling that Shenling did his best to hide her from Nan Shen for a reason, and somehow she also knew the reason. Maybe Shenling wanted to remind her that her body she occupied belongs to supposedly dead cannon fodder. She knew Shenling was selfish at first. He wanted to bring a change to his world, but wanted to erase the evidence of someone who brings the change, which is her. She didn't know how Shenling slowly became fond of her, and they lived like a happy family, but alas. Do you know the consequence? Shenling saw Tanhua's determined eyes, and his heart stopped beating. It's impossible for Tanhua to know about her fate. Only he knew that. How could Tanhua also know? Shenling. I already guessed this long time ago when Nan Shen lost his memories. Some things can't be changed in this world, I know. I also know your intention in the past, I don't know why you are against it now. Tanhua looked at Nan Shen, who was confused with her conversation, and shook her head. The girl signaled Nan Shen to sit down and wait, since she couldn't say anything to him. Nan Shen obediently sat down as he glared at Shenling. He heard all the things Tanhua and Shenling were talking about, but didn't understand any of it. What are they talking about? Why so serious? I should have got you a better body. Shenling gritted his teeth. It was his careless decision that dragged Tanhua to this situation, not to mention that the girl unexpectedly already knew about her fate. But why would she still insist on staying with Nan Shen when it would bring her harm? I know what you are thinking about. I want to leave this guy. I want to. The revenge plan before isn't only revenge, but also my way to forget him, but I can't. I just can't. Tanhua dragged Shenling so they could be a bit far away from Nan Shen. Now Shenling had caught her with Nan Shen like this. It's time to let him approve of their relationship. At first, she thought Nan Shen would be the one convincing Shenling, but seeing the man was so stubborn. Let it be then. What are two talking about? Why you guys move away? Just as Tanhua dragged Shenling, Nan Shen couldn't help but stand up. He looked at Tanhua with confusion in his eyes. These two acted as if there's something only the two of them knew, and no one else knew about it. What's this uneasy feeling he felt? Why they acted so mysterious? He also wanted to know. Nan Shen, sit down. I'm trying to convince Shenling, so behave, okay? After this, we can get married real quick. Tanhua turned her head around and looked at Nan Shen with serious eyes. She only had a guess about her fate, but then, after seeing Shenling's reaction, it was confirmed. Her destiny. She should have died back then when she first met Nan Shen, but she didn't die. Yet this doesn't mean she escaped death forever. Sad? Of course. Who wouldn't be sad knowing they might die anytime? But she would choose to cherish her happiness now and die without regret. Alright, you guys talk, but after this, we will get married. End the contract with Lan Yanjin. Nanshen sat down again after he harumphed like a child. There was still a month left to the end of the year, but he won't be able to wait for that long until he could marry Tanhua. Yes, I'll tell him. Tanhua touched her forehead and shook her head. Nanshen shouldn't know this, else he would go crazy for real. Shenling's body trembled when he saw Tanhua could still talk about marriage. He knew it would be impossible once these two got back together. But how could Tanhua still smile happily when knowing her fate? Not to mention this man. He urged her to get married, not knowing that would only push ahead of her terrible fate. Shenling, don't look at me like that. I don't regret it at all. Tanhua led Shenling to sit down on a chair quite far from Nanshen's place. The girl smiled even though her smile was a painful one. You know your fate. Yet you still choose him. If only I didn't summon you to this place, you will live happily with your parents. You might find a better man than Nanshen in your world. You won't have to suffer. Shenling deeply regretted what he had done. Just because of a bet, he ruined someone else's life, even giving her a painful experience to go through. No. I think this is fate. If you hadn't summoned me to this world, I won't meet my soulmate, Nanshen. Even though I know what will happen after I really choose to be with him. I don't regret it. I wish him a happy life even when I'm not with him anymore. Tanhua's hand trembled as she thanked Shenling. She knew her fate would be bad if she insisted on being with Nanshen, because this body she possessed should already die a long time ago by the hand of Nanshen himself. The original storyline told her that this body of hers was killed by Nanshen to show how ruthless he was. From the very beginning, she was cannon fodder. Maybe she already forgot her identity when Nanshen bestows her his favor. If only I can help you. Shenling held back his tears. He knew that one day this day would come. The day when Tanhua would obediently follow her fate for her love to Nanshen. She was cannon fodder, to begin with, the one who should have died. Now, no matter what happened in the future, it could be predicted that Tanhua would die. No, don't help me. I know that for a god like you to help me change my fate, there will be a punishment. Shenling, I'm so grateful for the chance you give me. I can change this world little by little with my knowledge of fashion. I can meet Nanshen, Mishu, and the others. Tanhua stole a glance at Nanshen, who was waiting patiently until they finished speaking. Nanshen. The man she loved. It's a pity maybe she won't ever have his child. Do you want to go back to your world? I can let Yanhua, the original soul of this body, to take her own fate. You can forget about Nanshen and live happily. There, how is it? Shenling's voice was trembling as he grabbed Tanhua's hand. He didn't expect to one day cherish this small, puny human he planned to only be his stepping stone. What Tanhua said was true. He was selfish. He summoned Tanhua here not only because of the bet, but also because of his greed. He wanted to make merit in changing the world he managed, so the Supreme God would be satisfied. And maybe he could be promoted to be Supreme God too, so he would have the power to create a world, not only to manage a world created by others. Yet he never imagined the stepping stone he summoned would turn out to be someone dear to him. He regretted it, but he still could take Tanhua back to her original world if she wished so. That way, she won't have to die. Yanhua, the original soul, could die on her behalf. He could even erase Tanhua's memory about Nanshen, so when she went back she won't be pained by the memories. That's a good offer, but no. I want to be with the one I love until my last breath. But can I ask you to exchange my soul for a minute before I die in the future? I want to say goodbye to my parents. Tanhua smiled bitterly. If only she could forget Nanshen, but no. She would definitely regret that. She chooses to enjoy her life to the fullest before the wheel of fate moved again. No. Don't say die so easily. I won't let you die. Shenling raised his voice, making Nanshen, who hasn't been able to hear any of their conversations, finally able to catch one word. Die. Who will die? What are you two talking about? Nanshen stood up from the sofa with a puzzled expression. Why would Shenling suddenly say something about death? Is someone dying? How come he had a bad feeling about this? No, it's nothing anyway. You approve our relationship, right? I regard you as my own family. Tanhua waved her hand as she looked at Shenling with a serious face. She didn't want to waste her time in a soap opera like this. Can't she just spend her last time with the one she loved? She knew death would be a scary thing, but at least she won't regret it. All right, I approve your relationship, but Nan Shen. Shenling gritted his teeth as he approached Nan Shen. The man patted Nan Shen's shoulder as he whispered in a low voice that only he and Nan Shen could hear. Promise me you will protect Tan Hua. Shenling tightened his grip on Nan Shen's shoulder as he spoke. The man was half threatening Nan Shen with just his words alone. I promise you. Nan Shen himself also gritted his teeth hearing Shenling's words. Did this man think he won't even be able to protect his own girl? What nonsense! If she got hurt, I'll punch you personally. Shenling looked at Tan Hua's direction and left the house without saying anything else. The man's back looked very lonely under the orange light from the sun going down. There. Shenling has approved. Now you decide the marriage day and the preparation. I'm tired, Tan Hua sighed as she sat down again on the sofa while clutching the jacket Shenling gave her. She should change her clothes and go back to Shenling's villa too. A week from now then, are you ready? I can prepare the marriage faster than anyone but you. Solve your fake engagement with Lane Yanjin first. Nan Shen looked at the jacket Tan Hua was clutching and couldn't help but get a bit jealous. The man crossed his arms as he sat next to Tan Hua, giving another shock to Tan Hua's heart. Yes, I will do it. Wait, what are you? Tan Hua was about to stand up and avoid Nan Shen when the man pulled her hand and pushed her down onto the sofa. We haven't finished our deed, Nan Shen smirked as he swiftly stripped Tan Hua in less than a minute. Wait, not here. Tan Hua's face blushed like a boiled crab when Nan Shen pushed her down to the sofa for the second time. Now Shenling had given his approval. This man became even more daring than before. Let's go to my room. Then Nan Shen suddenly carried Tan Hua in his arm as he strode to his room, about to continue where they left at. But Tan Hua's face became hot when she realized that Nan Shen was serious. The man threw her to the bed and started doing what he hasn't finished before. A sound of moan and groan filled the room mixed with the sound of the bed creaking. That evening became a very hot one for a newly reunited couple. The next morning. You did it too much. Tan Hua groaned in pain when she woke up feeling sore all over her body. Her waist felt like breaking apart and her legs already became a jelly. Sorry, I was too excited. Nan Shen rolled over to hug Tan Hua as he lay on the bed, lazying around like a big cat needing comfort. Now I can't walk. Tan Hua pouted her lips, feeling aggrieved. This man really was too much. Last night was her first time doing it, but not only he did it all night, he also. Never mind, she couldn't mention it. There, I'll pick a wheelchair for you, okay? Nan Shen stroked Tan Hua's hair as he pulled her closer to his naked body. The man took a deep breath, indulging in the girl's scent, looking exactly like a pervert. Wheelchair? You. Go make breakfast. Tan Hua suddenly felt a shiver down her spine when Nan Shen's hand snaked around her waist from behind. She suddenly got a feeling that this man would be very active again in the morning. I will, but first. Let's do it again? So we can have a baby sooner, Nan Shen grinned as he pinched Tan Hua's pink bud, stimulating her to do a morning bed exercise. Wait, no, I'm tired, Nan Shen. You bully? Tan Hua slowly succumbed to the service Nan Shen gave her, leading the two lovey-dovey couple to another round of baby-making activity. 10A. No matter what you say, you can't do it with me again, then Hua cursed Nan Shen as she bit the toasted bread Nan Shen cooked for her. The girl looked at the man who was cooking an egg with a murderous glare. But babe, you seem to enjoy it. Nan Shen turned around to put the scrambled egg he just cooked to the plate. His face was filled with a mischievous grin as he sat down on the chair, about to join Tan Hua, eating his breakfast. You. It's all your fault. Tan Hua's face turned red from embarrassment, remembering what happened last night as well as this morning. To her surprise, even though last night was the first time, it wasn't as scary as she thought. Nan Shen was really good at handling a virgin like her until she doubts if this man really never had sex before. Okay, it's my fault. I'll do anything you want. Nan Shen scooped the egg and munched it as he chuckled, seeing Tan Hua acting like a child. It's been a while since he saw her genuine smile. What a good day to finally be able to see her various expressions again. I'll call Lan Yanjin to exterminate the contract you. You better prepare for the wedding well. I want a memorable one, Tan Hua harumphed as she quickly finished the toasted bread she was eating. Speaking of Lan Yanjin, how should she tell the man that she wanted to exterminate the contract before it ended? Should she prepare compensation or something? Go, call that man, I'll wash the dishes. Nan Shen stood up from his chair as he picked the empty plate on the table and brought it to wash the dishes. The man knew for sure that Tan Hua wouldn't want to do anything after he took advantage of her too much. It's not bad to occasionally serve his future wife by washing the dishes. cooking, or maybe in the future, he could take care of the baby while he works? What a good idea. Tanhua looked at Nan Shen, who already wore an apron as he washed the dishes and couldn't help but giggle. The image of the honorable CEO was gone in an instant. Surprisingly, this man was good at doing house chores. If that's the case, let's just leave the chores to him in the future. Tanhua picked up her phone as she walked to the living room before sitting down. Now, this is a serious conversation. She needed to convince Lan Yanjin so he would want to exterminate the contract. Good morning. I have something to talk about. Tanhua started the call with a direct intention, not beating around the bush, startling Lan Yanjin, who had just received her call. Tanhua? Where are you? Are you all right? Lan Yanjin was drinking coffee when Tanhua's call almost made him spit the coffee in his mouth. This girl always manages to give him a heart attack. I'm on vacation with Shenling, so, of course, I'm all right, but now let's not talk about that. I want to talk about our contract. Tanhua crossed her leg as she spoke over the phone with a serious face. She had to solve this as fast as she could because she didn't know when her time would arrive. Since she had done that with Nan Shen, she assumed that it wouldn't be long anymore. The engagement contract? Lan Yanjin looked at his butler, and with a hand gesture, commanding every servant in the room to go out. No one should know about the engagement contract other than his trusted butler. I want to exterminate the contract right now. Is there anything I can offer so you can accept that? Tanhua spoke directly to the main matter, not giving time for Lan Yanjin to prepare his heart. The poor man got another heart attack. What do you mean? Do you want to exterminate the contract before it ends? So, suddenly? Lan Yanjin wiped his mouth with a handkerchief after Tanhua's word successfully made him spit the coffee he was drinking. Can this girl not make another surprise to his fragile heart? Yes. Me and Nan Shen are getting married next week, so… Tanhua didn't know that her next word would actually make Lan Yanjin choke on his own saliva, almost leading to his death. What? Lan Yanjin coughed several times as his butler helped him. His heart skipped a beat when Tanhua casually dropped another bomb to him. Getting married? Out of the blue? Yes, this is true. So is there anything I can do so you want to exterminate the contract? Tanhua furrowed her eyebrows when she heard Lan Yanjin was coughing on the other side of the phone. So you're getting married. Did Nan Shen chase you to your vacation place? Lan Yanjin didn't immediately answer whether he wanted to exterminate the contract or not. He didn't even say what he wants as compensation yet. Yep, he did. What's up with that? Tanhua felt goosebumps when Lan Yanjin guessed what happened accurately. This man must also think like Nan Shen before. Wonder what made him unable to come.